front of it. Chester. The All-Stater off the glass and good. Wins the state championship of 2006.
Win it all under young Dan Rolfes. To find the last Incarnate Word champions pre-Rolfes, you'd have to go back to 1995. We spend a lot of time in this business talking about base hits, touchdowns, and goals. Tonight, we're talking life, death, and maybe a miracle. Dan Rolfes' father at 72, his grandfather at 45, and his uncle at 52 all died of heart attacks. Perhaps the Hall of Fame coach could have also, but maybe God had other plans. Tonight, with the help of photographer Randy Twinkle, we give you the story of the Miracle Man.
Echo response, cardiac arrest. 1, champions rise. SG5, Mizzou Arena Athletics Parking Lot PMU, Columbia Fire Jurisdiction.
Not screaming in pain, but just more talking about how he was in pain, and then next thing you know, it just gets silent, and then I look over and he is actually collapsed on me.
The loudest scream from Kate, just yelling, "Dad, Dad."
And it just didn't seem real. I was like, is this real? Like, just pinch me, like this isn't real.
It's a scream I never want to hear again. It was awful.
CPR in progress.
For 30 minutes, very close to Mizzou Arena, Lisa Rolfes, Dan's wife, a nurse for 30 years, along with emergency medical technicians, applied CPR to Dan.
It was the weirdest thing. Like, never once did I think, oh my gosh, I'm doing CPR on Dan. I just immediately, I don't know, my body just kicked in. And
Lisa saved my life in more ways than you can imagine. You know, from first giving me CPR immediately, which, you know, saved my life.
So you guys gonna screen? They're gonna go long.
Dan Rolfes is a 52-year-old basketball coach, perhaps the most successful in Missouri high school history. 13 state titles, 131 wins in a row, and his career record is a staggering 702 and 86. Nearly every big-time college coach has come to recruit his players, including Gino Auriemma from UConn, who landed All-American Nafisa Collier. Rolfes' preseason speech is usually the same.
All I ask you to do is to come here and get after it every day. Every day.
And his mid-season speech is also usually the same.
I just think we're hovering at good right now. You guys feel me a little bit? All right? And I think we have so much more potential to be great.
That statement was made when Incarnate was riding a 116-game winning streak, and shortly afterwards they beat St. Joseph's Academy by 43 points. On March 15th, his team just beat Columbia Rockbridge by 24 in the state semifinal game. So you just win that semifinal game, and then you take me to what you can remember.
I don't remember anything that day. I barely remember anything, and that's a Friday night. And I barely remember anything Thursday. You know, the only thing that I remember, and I joke with these guys, is the hotel that state gave me had a hot tub in it.
Dan's family remembers every detail. 21-year-old Kate was there to see it. 23-year-old Grace and 26-year-old Jake were driving to Columbia, where things looked bleak at University Hospital. Dan went through another 50 minutes of CPR, where he was shocked over 30 times, which produced only an occasional 20 seconds worth of a pulse.
one of the nurses came out and said, okay, it's been 50 minutes. Would you like to come in and see Dan and see that we're doing everything we can, that we're exhausting every effort? And, you know, of course, I believed that they were doing everything. And she said, we're running out of options. What do you want to do? And, you know, I think I looked at my daughter, Kate, who said, go back in there and work on him.
Amanda Verma is a Washington University cardiologist at Barnes Jewish Hospital. She is Dan's doctor now and explains exactly what happened during his cardiac arrest.
So this is the left anterior descending artery, also called the widowmaker. So it supplies the majority of blood to the heart muscle. So blood usually comes into this trunk and then goes here and then goes to here. And so it's stumped off there. There should be a nice long vessel with branches that are coming here. So that's his major blockage that's causing the heart attack.
They kept reminding us over and over again that he's the sickest person in the hospital. He's one of the sickest person, you know, we've ever seen. And they kept telling us that over and over again. And we were just holding on to any hope. Just, is there anything positive? Is there anything positive we can hold on to? And they would just say, no. Right now it's really, it looks bad.
Dan suffered kidney failure also, and an injury to his liver from all that CPR. And
when somebody has a cardiac arrest and they do not have a heartbeat for more than 15 minutes or so, we see that their oxygen in their brain decreases, and that can cause permanent neurological defects.
Meanwhile, back at Incarnate Word, prayer vigils were happening. And Dan Rolfes woke up with his mind intact, and fittingly, it was a basketball-related moment.
He was still talking a little bit, and I just wanted to talk to him forever about everything, and I could tell he was still really out of it, but I'm like, all right, March Madness is around the corner. I'm like, okay, let's just make a women's bracket. So we legit started making a women's basketball March Madness bracket, and then that's when I knew, okay, Dad is still a miracle and still with us.
This is incredible. This is the outcome that we want to see for all of our patients, but we hardly get to see. And so it's very rewarding to see this, and it's a miracle.
After 28 days in 2 different hospitals, he's back home now. He's allowed to walk and knows he has a long road ahead, and he will do it with a different outlook on life.
When something like this happens, it just like the real meanings in your life come out, like your family, your friends, the people who, you know, are going to reach out and take care of you. Those things come to light.
It's the weirdest thing. You go through the why, you know, first you're like, why us? Why does he have a heart attack? You see all these people who smoke and who drink, who are maybe overweight, like unhealthy people, and you know, here's Dan who's active and dedicates his whole life to coaching basketball and youth and kids, and you get so angry. I mean, we were so angry at times, like, how does this happen to us? And then now it's the other way around. We're like, why us? Like, you know, how are we so lucky that we still have him here and other people aren't so lucky?
We had him watch the state championship game on this day, the state championship game he had never seen.
Weird lineup right now here because we don't have a 4.
A few weeks ago, he went back to Incarnate Word to finally visit with his team.
So good to see you guys.
Although there is still much to be done in his recovery, he has his family life back. And in terms of his career,
do you think you'll be on the sidelines next year?
Absolutely.
No hesitation.
I mean, as long as the doctors are going to allow me to coach and feel like it's safe, and that's what I do.
Dan Rolfes' career has been amazing, but his life story is now miraculous.
I wonder, like, why and why me, and like, okay, I'm back. What am I supposed to do? Like, why? What's the purpose for him having me around? So I just kind of searching for that purpose, and I know it's early on, but I just feel like there's got to be a reason that God let me live that day.
Dan had to be hospitalized last Tuesday for chest pains. He stayed for a day and went home. He's also undergoing dialysis 2 times a week, and he will have a procedure this Tuesday to correct other blockage. Finally, just a personal note to the Rolfes family. Thank you for allowing us to share your story. We know it wasn't easy. We'll be right back.